All right. let's start over. My name is Brianna B, for those who don't know me, and as you can tell from the title, we're doing a story time about my first Brazilian wax. Okay, so my first Brazilian wax was actually a month ago. I got my second one 2 days ago. So let's go ahead and jump right in. What made me want to get a Brazilian wax? Well, I'm sure, like most women and men, you get tired of shaving. The hair grows back literally hours later. It literally grows back super fast, so I was tired of that. And like, I was on YouTube watching videos as usual, and I stumbled across someone else's story time about their first Brazilian wax. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this. Based off of the videos that I watched, pretty much everybody was going to European Wax Center. So I got on my phone and I searched for the closest wax center near me. So I found one. I read the reviews. There were a lot of good reviews. Of course, there's always, like, you know, mixed opinions from different people. My experience personally, this shit hurt. Okay, it hurt. I was sweating. I was trembling by the end, but I think it was more like nerves and fear. Like, you know when something hurts and you know you have to go through it again, and you're kind of like tensing your body up in anticipation? I think I did that so much my body was literally drained after. It hurts, but it's not something that you can't tolerate. And I'm kind of happy that I got my second wax in a few days ago, because I can kind of compare the two with you guys. It does get better. I promise you it does. Okay, it gets better. And I think that's because the hair grows back thinner. It's not as much hair that they're trying to get rid of, and I kind of know what to expect now. Okay, so let's rewind back. She did my underarms first. What she's gonna do is clean the area, dry the area, and for me, she put a little baby powder on, just because a lot of people sweat from being nervous, or just it might be hot out there before you get on that table to get what you need done. So they want to make sure the area is dry, just so the wax can stick, you know what I'm saying. So I decided to go to one by my house, like I said, and I went online and I booked a reservation. The cool thing about European Wax Center is they have an app. You can create an account and make your reservation, mark what you want. They have the prices on side of it, so nothing will catch you off guard. They have your prices. You can pick the time, the date, and who you want to wax. I've never been, so I just said anybody, really. I don't know what you call them, my waxer ended up being a very nice young lady named Sarah. So anyways, before I start rambling on and on, okay, so booked the appointment, arrived almost late because I was having a hard time finding the place, but that's neither here nor there. I arrived, checked in, she called me to the back. I asked her if I could record, and she said that they don't allow videos or pictures, which is crazy because when you look on YouTube, a lot of people will record their reactions. I don't know if she thought I was like talking about recording my area, but clearly not, girl. But anyways, I was like, okay, cool. So she's like, we're gonna go ahead and do your underarms first, because I actually got my underarms and the down low done. So she did the underarms, which wasn't really bad. Okay, so then she's like, you can go ahead and take your bottom halves off or raise your dress up if you want. I wore a dress with nothing underneath, came prepared, because after watching a lot of videos, I read where they said not to wear anything tight, nothing that's gonna rub after. It's best to go commando. So I was like, you know what, no drawers, no underwear. So I lay down and she's like, put the bottom of your feet together and let your legs fall out, basically. So just open your legs and make sure the bottom of your feet are touching. So she did like the top part first, which hurt. Then she went down to the side, like on the outside of your vagina, and like right there by the crease where your thigh and your vagina would meet. She did that on each side, which hurt. Then she moved on to the lips. That is the worst part, the worst area, like no exaggeration, the worst area. Once she was done with that, she told me to take both of my legs, like bring my knees up to my chest. Basically, that's what she told me to do. So I did that, and then she did the butt strip. And that actually wasn't bad. Now I will say, when it gets to the butt area, the wax feels hot as hell compared to the other areas because it's more sensitive. Okay, so let me just say this. The first go round is gonna hurt. It's waxing. It's not gonna feel good. But what I will say is it's tolerable. And being that I just got my second one done, I can honestly tell you that the more you do it, the easier it's gonna be. The second time I went, I had less hair. It was quicker. You know, I was kind of like expecting it, and I'm gonna just be honest with you, the pain wasn't as worse as the first time. Would I recommend for you guys to get it done? Yes. Will I keep going back to get it done? Yes, as long as my corns are looking right, okay? Fast forward to when it was over, she pretty much just told me what to do as far as exfoliating and putting this serum that they gave me after. They gave me a nice little bag with some samples. They gave me some exfoliant samples, and then the serum that you put on to prevent ingrown hair, and it also helps slow down the process of the hair growing cycle. It basically keeps the hair growing back from too fast, like. And they also gave me a little pamphlet just kind of explaining like little package deals that they have. Like, you can pay for, what does it say, a year worth of bikini waxes, a year worth of eyebrows, full face package, underarms at a discounted price. So you could go ahead and pay for 7 months or 12 months or however far ahead you want, but it's at a discounted price. So not only will your waxes already be covered, they'll also be cheaper than what you would pay if you paid each visit that you went. Now I didn't do this because your girl didn't have the money on spot to do all that. So yeah, even though they gave me these samples, I went ahead and bought a bottle of the exfoliant gel that you do 3 times a week. They told me to do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That way it's easy to remember and to stick to. You do it on dry skin before you get in the shower. Do not do it on wet skin, and make sure you do it before you get in the shower. And then every night before you go to bed, you put the ingrown hair serum on. These products are pretty pricey, but from what I was told, it should last you almost a full year. So the exfoliant gel was $45. I'm just gonna round up with tax and everything. It was 44 something, so I'm just gonna say 45. And then with tax, this was 27. So yeah. Oh, and with European Wax Center, your first visit is half off. So that's something to remember. For your bikini wax, it's half off. So like I said, the first time I went, I got my underarms and the Brazilian area done, and then the second time, which was 2 days ago, I got the same thing repeated. Yes, it is painful the first time around, but the second time was much better, and I'm pretty sure each time it gets better and better. Another thing, I think she did pretty well. Everything was smooth, everything was up to my standard of what I would want it to look like after getting a wax in. I guess that's how you would word it. They can't get every little strand of hair the first time, although they will try. She told me that it's gonna take up to 3 to 4 times to get everything, but I'm not gonna lie, this second time, like from observation, there's nothing. Like, she got everything. So I'm actually pretty excited to see what it'll look like the next time and the 4th time and blah blah blah, because you want to get the hair used to growing in the same pattern, getting, you know, basically torn off in the same direction, so it grows back a certain way. But what I will say is the hair grew back very, very thin, and like I said, after 4 weeks I hardly had any hair under my arms or down there. Another thing that she told me is do not shave between waxes. You're just gonna have to deal with the hair, baby girl, if you want it to do what it's supposed to do. You like, you know, progressively get better, and I mean, it just makes it easier, so you won't have any stragglers, you know, won't have any stragglers after you get waxed. So I mean, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I hope I wasn't rambling too much or talking too fast. I tend to do that, but like I said, it's worth it, and I would recommend for you gals or you guys to go ahead and do that. And yes, they do men, they do everything, but this was a story time about Brazilian, so that's what we talked about. Just let me know what else you guys want me to talk about in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about the video. Give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you have, thank you. Until next time, peace.